Hey everybody, Seven here. Thank you so much for joining me in Planet Crafter. Now, we're done. We're essentially done with the game. But I'm not calling this series just yet because there's a whole ton of stuff that has to get unlocked, and I'm not fully done with the base just yet, at least not to my specifications. So yeah, we're already done with amphibians. We do actually have everything down now. We have the fish down, we have the butterflies are down, we've got a couple of bees. We don't have all the unlocks yet. Because of the backwards, sideways way that I did everything, I'm still waiting on tier 2 beehives here. Yeah. Oh yeah, the butterfly tier 2 as well, but that's not really a super pressing matter, I don't think. Yeah, these frogs are kind of whatever, because I mean, we're not looking for TI anymore. I have been getting a couple of comments on a couple of places I may have missed, and one of them I've literally been standing on. So I'm gonna go out here. Basically, there's some destructible walls that I've been told I missed. There's one right beneath our feet, and I thought someone said there was one in maybe the desert rack. So there's a couple of unlocks I want to get, a couple of machines I want to get, but primarily the biggest thing, I want to get our trade system just cranking. So that's going to be the biggest going forward for me. Oh, and also I have an absolute catastrophic mess to clean up. All right, you know what? This is going to drive me bonkers. It was a couple episodes ago I said I want this entryway clear, and not only have I not made it clear, I've just added to the chaos. So this needs to go. You know, I don't even know why I was saving the damn gas. I don't need it. Alrighty, so I just destroyed pretty much every single flower seed I had. I don't know why I was even saving them. It doesn't matter what game I'm playing. I'm an absolute pack rat. I really need to get better at what to save and what to ditch. But we've got a circuits now, and it's got a little bit of the blueprint stuff. Rockets, with a little spillover of the circuits, that's fine. And we've got a big old lerma container, also with one extra circuit, which is fine. These guys are still ones, but, you know, as I was going through and cleaning and reorganizing things, I was noticing, yeah, the food degradation is a lot lower. This is still hardcore, this is still, you know, you die, your save gets deleted, but yeah, the food droppage it's definitely slower than what I remember. But the iridium and uranium lockers are now just entirely rods, because I've got downstairs iridium and uranium lockers for the miners to get dumped off into. Same with the super. I've got a super alloy one down there, so this is just full of just the rods that I was finding on my excursions. The osmium, it's all rods. I only got the one quartz left, but I can make them now, so not really a big concern. And then I loaded this with all of this stuff. I need to make an office. I always make myself some cool little office with a view, and I haven't done that yet. Honestly, both of these lockers could probably get just completely destroyed. The only thing I would want to save is probably the wheat and the cocoa seed. But everything else I'm probably pretty done with. The only really bean type stuff I would want is, I do need to get 2 farms. I want to get 2 bean farms now. So we're still waiting on the insect tier to get the tier 2 beehives. And that's probably going to be one of the major components that we're going to need for our automation of the money collection. And I think that's probably going to be the focus of this episode, is setting up really, really good money generation. Because it's like 6 figures plus to unlock everything. Yeah, we've been getting a couple of unlocks here and there, but it's just been like frog eggs and, I can make common larvae now, which, okay. Yeah, so we can make the common larvae if we really needed to, but that's not going to be a need anytime soon. Another thing that I'm definitely noticing is any kind of sequencing goes way, way crazy faster now. I was noticing it when I was messing around with the tree stage. Like when I was making all of these guys over here, the sequencing on stuff goes way faster. I almost never, ever advocate for increasing the difficulty of games because, you know, I feel like games should be accessible to just everybody. You know, I know a lot of people with manual hand-eye coordination issues and stuff like that. It comes from, working in the special education field. I definitely feel like video games should be accessible to everybody, but they should also have variable sliding scales. And to have a hardcore mode like this where your save literally gets deleted, that's, supposed to be for some pretty elite people. So slowing down the food degradation, I'm not super in love with, but this is a definite quality of life increase, I would call it. I fully support wholeheartedly the speed boost on all of your sequences. Alrighty, so we've got the bees for 3 farms. Coming. Where exactly are you gonna let me put these? And where are you gonna get mad at me about it? Yeah, nuts. Well, crap, I was really hoping to get a little more surface area and a little more territory out of this, but that's fine. I mean, we're really well past the nuclear age, so I could probably get tearing down a couple more of these as well. What? No, cut. Why would you do that? Oh, wow, actually, you're letting me have... All right, you're getting real generous with that one. Alrighty, we got our 3 farms up and in, so let's just go crazy on the beans here. Now, once we get the tier 2 beehives, I'll just tear those guys down, use the bees that are already there to make the tier 2 beehives, then we'll just have infinite perpetual bee larvae. So I'll be able to make just, at that point, pretty much anything I want insect-wise. I do want to make at least 2 more farms, possibly 4, for the wheat and chocolate, because I just think it'd be funny to be able to make like the cakes and the cookies and that kind of goofy stuff. Alright, so these 2 are having a fun little contest of who can outpace who. So the drones should be coming along, snagging these guys up and sending them off to the trade rocket up here. But we can probably help them out a little bit. And also get some of these circuit boards cleared up, because from what I understand, the circuit boards are the primary thing that I'm missing right now. When I said that there was stuff that I hadn't cleared, apparently, what I was told was I missed a ton more free circuits. So we're going to go grab all those. So we'll snag 5 more of these guys here and... and they're off already. I guess level 1 ones do kind of go a little slow, don't they? Oh, that's fine. Yes, we got the silicon coming in just fine. We've got mushrooms growing pretty crazy, so the bioplastic will go just fine. We've got iron coming in pretty good, so this shouldn't be too big of a deal. So we should be able to get some notifications that our trade rocket is coming and going as it pleases. We're gonna need I'd say maybe 3 to 4 more of those. Hopefully when all is said and done, we'll get just quite the armada of that going. Where? Oh, there we go. All right, so let's get down here. And I guess I'll just walk around with the destroyer out. It's funny, the first time I was down here, I'm sure I did miss at least some stuff. Because the first time I was down here, I was in such a panic. Oh, I have been in here. Man, Icarus, I love Icarus. Like, his whole entire story is just cool. Alright, so I was at least in there, but I guess I forgot to come back and tear down, once I made the tier 2 deconstructor, I guess I just forgot to tear down his little server room. But then again, if I forgot those little server room things, then it kind of begs the question, I wonder what else I may have missed. See, this tweaked me out, because that's a jetpack, right? I mean, it looks like it might be in disrepair, but I always wish that you could pick that one up. And then 2 free oxygen canisters, that would have been really nice as well. Especially when you come across this place and you're dying and starving and everything's going to hell, and that would have been a cool... Well, no, because after I just said that... Oh, okay. after I just said that, you know, making the early game in the crater too easy was, you know, kind of a detriment. Yeah, finding a jetpack in the crater that early would be really bad. All right, well, I did at least get the server room that's over there, so thanks for the reminder on that. That's gonna make more drones. And I got a free pulsar while I was down there too, so that's super cool. Well, I had 2 extra circuits than what would fit in the circuit locker, so there you go, 2 more of them. You guys are gonna be very, very busy in a hot sec here. All right, now I have these 4 set to supply the honey, but I don't think I actually have a location to demand honey. Or beans for that matter. Oh, F it, what's a few more lockers? All right, honey and beans, nice and set up. That auto crafter for the circuits is kind of perpetually full, so I don't know if that's a drone issue, like they're having a hard time keeping up. Okay, well, yeah, you're not full either here. You're getting there, but not yet. So we might actually be looking at an issue of the drones either aren't fast enough to keep up, or we just don't have enough to keep up, because they are going some significant distances right now. Because the uranium mine right now is pretty far away, and the aluminum is kind of on the far side as well. So it might be a bit of an ask for these guys for the distance. Now, speaking of a distance, let's go head out and check that desert wreck, because I'm pretty sure the other comment was that was the one that I hadn't gotten. See, that's the thing. The destroyable walls are probably one of the easiest things to miss in this game, because I'm pretty sure everybody else just walks around with the hammer out, you know? So who walks around with the deconstruct out? I actually don't think the game will let you climb a ladder with the deconstruct. Like, even if it's not a ladder that you didn't place, you know, so all those wrecks that you go through that have the ladders, because you can't destroy any ladders that weren't made by you. But I think even if you have the deconstruct out and you're pointed at a ladder that you can't destroy, I think it won't just assume that you want to just climb the ladder, you know? You know what, actually, wait, not that. There's this desert wreck, but I think Icarus has another base. And I know I raided his base, but there might be some destroyable walls down there. Wait a minute. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Okay, you were not always there. This is new. I'm not taking the zeolite or the mushroom seeds. That was definitely not always there. Yeah, because that door wasn't open, right? There's no way that door was open before. When did that get implemented? I always wanted to get into here. You can clearly see that there's stairs. Let me in. All right, now emergency power is already on in this place, so there's not anything for me to uncover, except for if there happen to be... Oh yeah, so you can't even pick stuff up while you've got the destroyer out. Yeah, so you would just instinctively automatically walk around with the hammer out, because that's, you know, how you interact with everything. All right, so that's probably how I missed it, was I was just walking around with hammer. Yep, all that's searched. Oh, there's something you don't see every day. You know, I'm trying to remember the actual comment. Maybe I should tab over and try to go find it again, but for some reason I think they said it was a screen. Wait, what? I just saw something. What? What the hell is going on with the floor? You guys are seeing that, right? Huh. Is that just a trick of the oh yeah, okay, it's a shadow. It moves with my hand moving. Oh, never mind. Yeah, alright. We can go launch some more Lurm into space if we wanted to. What? No, you... Listen, I definitely saw it that time. I swear I saw something on that one. What? What was that? What the hell? Where? Whoa, 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 whoa. Where? Oh. Oh, where? Wait a minute. You put in the fusion cell and you missed a door? Oh, you absolute idiot. Well, we're definitely tying up some loose ends today then. Yeah, these are just garbage flowers, and that was one of those. I'm getting kind of over my obsession with picking those up. Oh, how'd you miss a whole ass rocket engine just chilling out on the frickin' shelf? That could have come in handy a couple weeks ago. Yes, we've definitely hit all this. Yes, yes, yes. A whopping 150 flower. Okay. Yep, there's the fusion, and I definitely got all of the technical wrecks out of this one. I left a confusing amount of Lerma behind. All right, so I think this one is finally 100% done. Final. It's not, okay, it looked a little ostentatious is all, but all right. All right, so let's go home, drop all this stuff off, and then we'll hit up Icholas's other little house that he had here. Because he's got one over that way, general vicinity. Kind of close to the final lore location. Yay, we got an auto delivery. Not enough. More of that, please. Alright, so way too many rockets and circuit boards again, so this is going to be the routine. Okay, so the beans and the honey situation is getting a little out of control already, and we only have 4 tier 1 beehives, so we'll slap down an additional auto crafter over here, and we'll set this guy to just superfood. Just go for it, because if I remember correctly, I think that's one of the top tier items. There's a couple of rods you can sell, like the osmium rods and the super rods and stuff like that, but I don't think they're the max out value. Where does it say? It says around here somewhere. There we go. So you can actually hover over each of these and it'll tell you what it gets you. So yeah, 8, 6, 6. The engines are 13. Oh, superfood is only 7? Oh, that will not do. For some reason, I thought the superfood was so much more expensive than that. Well, it is something that we can at least mass produce. Wow, the quartz is really expensive, though. Huh. Alright, well, that just took off on its own accord, so we're definitely going to need a couple more of these. God, I love the way that looks. I refuse to accept that means nothing. Not from these developers. These guys don't do anything for nothing. Especially since it doesn't come in right away. Like when those lakes start filling up, this doesn't immediately start filling. This comes after. I refuse to believe that's just a graphical representation of your TI. A graphical representation that who is even going to see, because who's going to go out that far in the first place? All right, so let's get out to Icholas's other house. The thing is, I'm pretty sure that the way that the lore and story goes, I thought that they were part of that desert wreck crew, the really big one in the desert that has the fusion door lock thing. So I thought that we're part of that desert crew that was out there, and then just wandered basically along here. Although how they would have gotten through, because both the Zeolite Cave, no, just Blair, that's cool. Both the Zeolite Cave and the Quartz Cave should have been frozen when he landed, right? But you can track their progress. Like Icarus went, because there's another Icarus base closer to that desert wreck, which kind of, I can't remember if I saw a screen inside the desert wreck or if it was just that Icarus's initial base that you come across was, very close to the desert wreck. But this one over here should, if I remember correctly, I thought was an Icarus base. Meh. Oh, I have definitely rated everything raid-worthy here. Yeah, because this locker is set in a weird way because you get down there and I think there's 3 lockers in the way or something. And that's what they're guarding. Isn't this also Icarus? Yeah, I thought so. And there's definitely nothing to tear down in here. And I've also torn down the super, super extra secret spot that's in the lake of the base starting location, like the standard start. So I may have torn everything down. All right, so let's get home. We'll set up maybe 2 more of the trade rockets. We'll get some supply or some demand rather, for, I guess, quartz and superfood. And then maybe slap down an additional autocrafter just to crank out the quartz. I don't need any more power, really. Well, with the additional autocrafters, we might be getting a little close, but shouldn't need too much more power coming through. I'm totally wandering. Sure, give me the iron. We're kind of going through it right now. So, I mean, yeah, I might need maybe 1 more fusion reactor. Unlikely, but possible. But yes, we'll get 3 of them running just round the clock. And then that'll hopefully get us the income that we want for the credits. Yeah, I'm at 4,400. And I think, the glass dome one is like 50K or something. Some of them are pretty ridiculous. Well, I say ridiculous, but then, they are supposed to be the end game content, You're supposed to be able to get these really fancy buildings, the RGB color change bed and lamps and stuff like that. So it is supposed to be the end game type of stuff. Okay, why is the iron empty? Are you just not set to demand it? No, you're set to demand it. Okay, are the 2 iron mines not set to supply? Like, what's my deal here? Wow. No, we're just really going through. You actually did that. Like you did this somehow. That's incredible. Like that's actually astonishing. And you're set to supply titanium. Why? Did I expect to need that much titanium? I mean, I know I am going to need a ton of it. There's a ton of construction that's going to go up. But I'm not going to need it like that. All right, let's start getting real paid here. There is absolutely no way you're going to let me dig any further into that cliff face here, right? No, we're not doing that. All right, well. Oh, wait, what? You just showed me the link for a sec. What'd you link to? Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it again if you'll let me have it. Wait, you're getting awkward about it now, though. Well, I suppose that was to be expected. Well, we're definitely going to need those pulsar cores to start rocking now, because now we're going to need more power. Whoops. All right, so power should be fixed. Let's get the last, well, probably not the last, but maybe the last for today. I don't fully understand why it's linking quite like this. Weirdly enough, I'm not opposed to it. It has an interesting look about it. I mean, we're also kind of looking like Cape Canaveral over here, right? All Alright, so apparently maybe I miscounted. I don't know why I brought the resources for 4, but apparently I brought the resources for 4, so a 4th one it is. Sure. Alright, so we've got 4 rockets set to all demand the things that they want to demand. You're making that. You're making those. I do want one that's going to be cranking on the pulsar quartz, so we'll make one more autocrafter here then. Alright, one more autocrafter. Now, this is probably not the end-all be-all final location for a lot of these guys. I do tend to prefer when I get the biolab done up finally to have it completely cleared out. But there is still enough walking space around here, so it's not terribly cluttered. Normally this is actually in the biolab, but I don't know, for some reason it kind of it suits here, I think. I don't know, it's cool. All right, so you are gonna go quartz style, which with the amount of zeolite that I've got coming in, that should be no sweat. Oh yeah, it's osmium zeolite. Oh geez, yeah, we're raking all of that in. And then we just go ahead and set it to supply. And I actually get the feeling that I either have still not enough drones or a little on the slow side drones. What could you possibly be out of? I doubt silicon. Although I don't even know where the hell I put the silicon. All right, we're getting low, but not out. Oh, geez. All right. Well, we've got 2 silicon extractors and 2 iron extractors now that I actually set them to the proper frickin'... I cannot believe I had a titanium one. What was I thinking? But yeah, auto crafters are all rocking. We've got the plastic rocking for this guy. Superfood, chips. Well, not chips, boards. I keep calling them like computer chips or something like that. Like, I don't know. So our trade empire should be pretty well established. Yeah, we're looking at $5 grand right now. I'm sure one of these guys is on the ground, so I can at least get prices. It's weird that I don't think the prices for what you buy. I don't think the prices for what you buy are listed. Oh, they are listed here. Okay. Yeah, so we definitely want one of those. Now I wonder, will it auto launch if I start making requests here? Definitely want the cooking station, just because it'd be funny. We definitely need the smart fabric. Yeah, we need... There's so much. But more importantly, there's some of this building stuff that I want. This is definitely going to be incorporated into the base. This definitely is some stuff that I want to get at least somewhere. You know, maybe if I redesign the waterfall area and do actually start having some sort of production coming out of it, I want that. Oh my god, that is probably going to be a requirement pretty soon. This thing. This one has a definite home in this base, and it's going to be kind of a thing, and I'm really looking forward to it. And of course, this one's been talked about by a couple of people in comments. It is cool. It really is just a cool thing to have. As for the fish, butterfly, frog eggs, I mean, I kind of want to just to have the board cleared, because as you start unlocking these, it takes them off the list, so you don't need to. Oh, that's not unlocking a recipe. That's just giving you the egg. Interesting. Well, F it. All right, I'll grab these just so I can have them on display and look at them. You know what? F it. Let's just get this thing moving here. We'll get a bunch of them. We've already got at least one in each of these, so they're not like a pressing matter just yet. But yeah, let's start getting our list kicked off. All right, well, these guys are producing iron, and the drones are kind of getting a little slow to take it. So what that means is we just don't have enough drones. Does it tell you where? Wait a minute. If I have 30 drones, how are you showing me that I have 31 that are active? I am confused. All right, but circuits are rocking. Plastic is rocking, quartz is rocking, even the superfood, which doesn't really sell for nearly as much as I thought it did, that's rocking. So we've got a pretty bustling economy here. The only thing is, we're going to need more drones, and we're going to definitely need to save up for that speedy drone. And we're also going to need to really start working on construction. But I think we'll save construction for another episode. I have no idea how long this one's going to be. I'm expecting it to be kind of a short one, and it's definitely going to be quite a bit on the slower paced side, I'll bet. For some reason, I just expected to be able to drink out of that. Once you really get out of the panic stage, whether it's easy mode, normal mode, hardcore, the crater or a default location, once you get out of the panic mode, the game does get a little on the chill side. Yeah, when you're still on the hardcore, there's, you could easily get yourself dead of starvation or dehydration pretty quickly if you're not paying attention. But as long as you've got something in your inventory for each, if you're going to leave the house, then you should be all right. But I am going to call this one here. We've got the trade situation pretty solid. Not as fast and furious as I'd like it to be, but that's mostly due to the drone situation, not, I think, to the rocket situation. And we definitely have a lot of building to do. So thank you so much for joining me in this episode of Planet Crafter, and I hope to see you in the next one. This is Seven.